20 miles southwest of Wickenburg, Arizona. Those are the Vulture Mountains. And that right there is a Toyota with a wired Freedom attached to it. We're going to go ahead and yank that baby off of there, take it around the desert and see, I don't know, see what happens. I think the main thing I want to look for out here, at least try to see, even though my vision's not perfect, is really I'm looking for straight cholla cactuses that could be littering the trail. But on a good note, I do have the tires slimed, so you know, hopefully that'll that'll help get me out of whatever the heck we wind up in. But I'm in pedal assist 1 right now. You know, bike seems to be rolling pretty good. This is the roughest stuff I've ever put it through. And yeah, you're with me live, folks. Well, it's not live for you, but it certainly is live for me. Despite of the rough terrain, my ass feels pretty good. You know, I'm not standing up, I'm sitting down. Probably should have lowered my seat though, because these bikes tend to ride a little high. And this is a kind of situation where you may want to be able to get a real quick firm plant on the ground to keep from going over. So there's some soft sand. We'll just kind of motor through this. Hey, no problem, no problem. Get a little torque. Now the thing about out here is I've just never been out here on something so underpowered, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but we got to look at the deal here. Oh, more soft sand. If you're on a mountain bike, you know, it probably weighs a third, maybe even a quarter of what this weighs, and it's got, you know, a lot of real low gearing, so you have a lot of options. On this bike, because it's so heavy, it's got a lot of drag from the tires. You're really going to rely a lot on the motor, and I can tell you the way this is going up these hills, I didn't really expect it to do this well. I'm quite surprised. And this is a hill, and I know it's not coming through on camera, but this is a hill. And I don't know, I'd probably say maybe 15 degrees on that one. It's flattening out now. Now we're heading over to Cholla Cactus Valley, or whatever this is, a jumping cactus. I don't know what you want to call them. But this is usually an area where if I'm on a motorcycle, I'm usually cooking right about here. Yeah. Oh, look at that cholla. Oh, littering the whole street there, them cholla cactuses. And I'm wearing shorts like a dumbass, so don't do what I do, guys. Girls. Nice, nice. I haven't had any of the, remember when I talked about the review? Remember I did the 500-mile review? I talked about the chain jumping and skipping a little bit. I haven't had any of that yet. So it's kind of cool. Kind of riding the brakes. We're going on a downhill here. It's not real steep, but I definitely have to ride the brakes. There's a little uphill. Let me check the camera, make sure it's on. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's on, man. It's a lucky day today. By the way, folks, it's Thursday. It's about 10 o'clock, and I think it's 90 degrees. Yep, according to the display here, looks like it says it's either 90 or 95. I don't have my reading glasses on. I'm wearing these Blade eye protectors. So my distance vision is spot on, but when it comes to real close up, well, I'm an old man. Put it that way. Stop laughing, it's gonna happen to you one day. All right, now up here, it's gonna get a little rough, if I recall correctly. It's been a couple minutes since I've been out this way. Yeah, I used to build these, buy these mini bikes off the shelf, you know, get like a Coleman or Trailmaster and build them up. And then I'd come out here and rip them. That was a few years ago. But since then, I brought my Toyota out here just to four-wheel it, because I believe if you got a four-wheel drive, you gotta lock them in once in a while. You don't lock them in, and I've seen this happen to people before, You go to need it, and it's not gonna work because it's kind of frozen up. So I like to come out here and lock it in once in a while. Now this is a freaking, oh, this hill's steep. I don't even know if I want to try it. Well, shoot. Oh man, it's going up it. I can't believe this. I should have shifted down. Here we go. Oh man. I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe it. I know it's not coming up on camera. Not bad, Wired Freedom. Actually, I'll just say not bad. 60-volt e-bikes. Name brand doesn't matter to me. I want to see that 60 or hopefully one of these days 72V. Everything else is just little details. And now we're going to go down that hill that I still can't believe I climbed. Ride the brake a little bit, pick our lines. You can see it's pretty well rutted up. I know it don't come through on camera, but trust me, it is. Let's see, no flats, no flat tires so far. Knock on, I don't know, something. Just pick it, just knock the dang thing. All right, ooh. All right, now we're going back up this one. It's not as steep as the other one. This is the one we came down on. Throttle only. Woo! Straight up throttle, man. I'm not even bothered. Don't even bother pedal. Nice, nice, nice. Now, can anybody tell me what the biggest drawback of doing what I'm doing is? No, it's not doing it alone. Come on now. It's the fact that I only have one tank of gas. That's the drawback of this. You know, usually when I spend, let's say I blew 30 bucks in gas in my rig to get out here, right? Plus all the prep work and all that fun stuff. Just to come out here and ride one tank of gas. Normally, I wouldn't do such a silly thing. If I had a petrol bike, well, of course, I'd bring at least 3 to 5 gallons with me so I could ride all day. Well, out here, that's just not going to be the case if you've got an e-bike. So, if you like what I'm doing here, and you'd like to do it yourself, and you've got a bike you're thinking of getting, I'm telling you straight up, get 2 extra batteries. Just punch that ticket, take the bite, you know, and get 2 extra batteries. That way you'll at least have 3 solid runs. And I can tell you, in this kind of terrain right here, this battery is not gonna last. Now hold on a second, I'm gonna stop this light, this flippity flop light. You know, we talked about that in the past, decided to flippity flop, and it's banging on my fender. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. And I'll be back with you all in a second, okay? Hold on. All right, I tightened this thing so much that the tool I was using is stripping out the bolt. So that definitely is something that's an issue. I don't know if the new Wired has the same light, but I'm telling you, if you're gonna be out doing stuff like this, I would say remove it and put a light up here somewhere, or maybe relocate that light maybe this headstock somehow. Anyway, we're back in business. I just didn't want to hear that clanging, and I doubt you did either. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is probably the roughest trail I will ever go on. Anything outside of this, you know, any additional, like if I go up to the forest, and I'm kind of thinking about that. I'm just waiting for the Memorial Day crowd to roll out. Let's go ahead and cross this highway here. Why had the moron cross the road? Well, to go see if he can get a flat tire pretty far away from his truck, that's why. All right, let me tell you something about this bike, would I have it set up right now. I have C5 on level 8. I have C14 on level 2. So yes, I am not juicing all the power of the Wired Freedom. Now, as you can tell, it seems to have enough to do what we want to do. But I just wanted to kind of give you that heads up, because I'm hoping that by maybe going a little light on the power, we can, you know, maybe pick up a little range. Oh gosh, this does not look friendly. Oh, it's not friendly. Holy shit. Man, I wish you guys could see what I'm looking at. I mean, you see it, but you don't see it. You know what I mean? We'll ride up this way a little bit. I don't think I'm editing much out of this video. We've just been rolling together. So we've been rolling for 25 minutes. All right. Let's just take a look. Come on now. All right, 25 minutes. We've gone 6.2 miles. We still have 4 bars. It's showing 64.1 volts, 64.2. Started out with 66.8 because, as you know, this battery is just not the best battery in the world. I hate to say it. So we're at 64.3. So voltage sag's coming up a little bit. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, here's the problem. Pedal assist 1, let's go. I've lost all my power. Well, shoot. No, this isn't something I planned. I think I'd have a lot more fun riding than I would doing this. Well, I don't know. Oh gosh, it couldn't have overheated. I think we got wires down this way. Shoot. Maybe we could. Is there something down here that's unhooked? Oh shoot. I don't know. There's no way it could have overheated. That's on. No. Shoot, guys. Yeah. Well, guys, you're watching The Last Resort. Just because I have to walk back doesn't mean you have to. And hopefully I got enough footage to show you what it does in the desert, well, including this. So I'm gonna shut the camera off, tinker with it a little bit, see if there's something that's popped loose. To me, it seems like it'd be something that popped loose. You know, like I said, we've never had this rough before. So I'm gonna shut this thing off and see what we come up with. Hold on. That's what, you know, everybody, including wired, can breathe a sigh of relief here. It was just this piece here, these 2 metal parts, they interlace, and I guess through all the ruckusing emotions, came out. So we're back in business. If this happens to you, I would definitely check that first. But good to know, good to know. You know, I'm not far enough away that I couldn't make it back to the truck. That's not a problem. It just wasn't what I came out here to do. If I wanted to come out here and do a hike with a bike, you know, we'd be walking and talking right now. Oh, geez Louise. And I don't recommend doing the stuff that I'm doing because unless you've got motocross experience, which I'm not real, you know, I was always more into the 3-wheelers for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's because they were funner in the sand dunes, but I've spent some time on bikes. But this stuff, you know, you can get hurt if you don't pick your lines right. And you gotta be looking probably 15 feet ahead because you've got to shift things around. You know, this gyroscopic effect of bikes. All right, now which way are we gonna go down here? So we're gonna just creep it down here. Again, this is where them fat tires, regardless of whatever bike you get, you're riding this, fat tires, man, really kick in them dividends right about there. Yeah, that was fun. Let's shoot up along a highway up here. Vulture Peak for your entertainment. This road, by the way, is brand new. And we're doing 41 miles an hour, 42, 43. Can I get a 44? We got 45, 45, come on, baby. Nope, it's holding 44 miles an hour, and that was a downhill. Let's not misrepresent things. That's a nice smooth ride, I tell you. Oh, it's closed. Recreation area's closed. All right. It's bad enough I'm riding a open class e-bike. Let's not compound our delinquency with trespassing. All right. Let's go down this little area over this way. I actually went over here and looked. Was looking for gold a couple years back. I actually found a little, but not enough to really. Yeah, I'm talking flakes, guys. As far as I know, it could have been just, you know, glitter from some stripper party they had out there. We'll just cruise over this way. Over here by the Palo Verde tree. It's the Arizona State tree, according to that sign. Now, another thing about doing this, and yeah, I know, here we go, Dr. Safety. Let's put everybody to sleep. When you're doing this stuff alone, what I like to do is I like to go in all different directions from my staging area, but kind of like one of those Cox airplanes on a string when you sling it around the old school days. I stay within a certain parameter of the staging area so that, you know, it kind of decreases the level of inconvenience should something, well, something go wrong. Yeah, I've been down this way. I've been down this way in the Toyota. Watch out for this cactus, jeez Louise. Here's some of that black sand. Oh, shoot. Black sand right there. And guess what? I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to this thing, but it appears to have come off again. Unless it's a new problem. Oh, shoot. Hold on, just taking these two and just trying to get them together. I don't know, this bike might be better on paths, you know, and that's okay, that's okay. This is, like I said, this is the roughest I'm gonna take it. But, you know, it's a really good shakedown run for me, and it's a great shakedown run for you, you know. Let's see what we got here. I got nothing. Shit. What was I just jinxing myself about? Oh, something bad happens. Make sure you're, you know, within that Cox airplane of the truck. Jeez Louise. I tell you what. Well, I'm going to shut them off for a second, do some tinkering. Hold on. Guys, not real sure. That device is pretty tight. I think I maybe got 1/8 of a turn on it. I just kind of peeked and poked around down there. And now it's kind of running. Make sure that's seated. Yeah, that's seated. So yeah, we're definitely going to turn around and kind of get back within range of the 4Runner. I came out here to ride, not walk, guys. We're having a bike. But you know, at this point, maybe it's the controller overheating. I mean, right now it is. Let's just make note of this. It is 98 degrees according to this screen. But I didn't see any errors. You know, I don't know if it would have given me an error. I would think it would. I think it'd throw an error number right there on the speedometer. I mean, maybe I'm a lunatic for thinking such ridiculous, you know, common sense, but you never know. But I would say that, you know, some of the real rough stuff I'm doing, I can tell you, just because you have the ability in yourself to ride certain areas doesn't always mean these electric bikes will, okay? And we've witnessed that today, and I'm not even gonna say it's a wired thing. I think that pretty much any bike that's made with typical white label Chinese products and they're put together in, well, sort of the same fashion, you're gonna run into the same thing. I mean, that's just an opinion, am I right? Probably not. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, I think we've got enough coverage here to show you a few things. Maybe in my next video, I'll let you know if I found anything definitively wrong with the bike, and I'll update you accordingly. But as you can see, she will run in the desert, but probably best on roads that are not so primitive. Anyway, you're watching The Last Resort. I appreciate it, guys, and we will talk to you soon.